episode 1, Rose.
Oh, okay.
I'm recording. I've just started recording. Right.
Sorted.
I'm just having a quick memory of Rose, real quick.
So Rose,
Yeah.
that was when that was in a store, the Art Hortons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was where he goes like run and then.
And he gets absolutely choked out in Rose's flat by a random arm.
I did like that. I remember watching that when I first.
It just feels a bit. That episode's a bit lackluster, though. If you think about it, it just kind of like the Autons and the villain is kind of shit.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
The Autons aren't the best.
It's the first introduction wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's awful.
Well, the Autons first appeared with John Pertwee back in the Terror of the Autons.
Yeah, and it's got the anti-plastic. I feel like that's quite, in a way, anticlimactic. That it's just a little tube. I wish it was more like, but however, though, it did like all burn up and stuff.
Yeah, but then there's a thing about London Eye, and underneath London, that's where they're based.
Yeah, why is the London Eye suddenly like? I don't think humans made it to be a big, massive alien satellite. I doubt that.
No, I doubt it as well.
Yeah, I'll give it. Should we rate these out of 10?
Yeah, I like
think
that.
that should be best.
I say 7 out of 10.
I'll give this. I'll give this one a 6. I'm not giving it higher than 6.
I'm giving it a 6 as well because I can't rate any high because Rose, even though it's all right, I'm not a big a massive fan. If you know what I mean, it was meh.
Yeah. It was quite lackluster for me, but it's still good. It just feels a bit. Some of the bits could have been chopped out.
Yeah,
that were unnecessary.
For me, it was a 7 because it's not too bad, but it wasn't that good. So what was after Rose?
At the end of the world.
Yeah, with the freaking flat lady.
Yeah, so Face of Bows in it.
Yeah. Oh yes, that was the
Face of Bows in it, and
sensible hentai man.
Yeah, I think it's weird because he was pregnant in that episode, so he had I don't know if he had an abortion or something because he was the last of his kind in New York.
Oh dear.
What you know? This episode, it was where the wood lady burned up. She
was it?
Yeah, because they were by the Earth and the Earth's been engulfed by the sun. She's been hit with a solar flare. If you remember that.
But Rose got like 10.81 million views, and it's got 7.97, so not as good, but it wasn't the worst of the series.
Yeah. It's just the end of the world is the first episode to 6, but just end of world feels a bit better, but not. I feel like it's still like a 6.5. It's not breaking the good territory.
I actually didn't quite like. I'm gonna just hot take over here. Take alert. I wasn't a massive fan of that episode. In fact, I wouldn't. I don't revisit that one at all.
Why not?
I don't. I'm gonna another hot take here. Huge hot take. I'm not a massive fan of series 1 of New Who.
Season 1 wasn't the best, but it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't the worst. I think the peak of New Who was Matt Smith season 5. For me,
season 5. What is that? The one with the Day of the Doctor?
With the Pandorica.
Oh yes, the last one of Amy and Rory.
Let's save that for later, guys. We're only on series 1. Still got ready to go.
It's the best one.
So I'd just say 6.5 for me. The end of the world still not good.
4 for me.
I'd more say a 5. I'm gonna say 5. So is it Unquiet Dead was the next episode?
Oh, Dino. It's 5. It's so fucking
The gas is killing you, Charles Dickens.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like the whole. Oh my god, he's somehow his writings are magic or alien. It makes no sense. It just kind of feels a bit everywhere. Look, at least the Shakespeare one ahead.
You do know this was written by Mark Gatiss.
It also had J.K. Rowling.
I wasn't a big fan. It kind of just feels a bit everywhere. Why is his book coming alive? Like it makes it just makes no sense. It's just Rose. At least something's going on. In this one, it feels like it just happens. In Rose, it kind of has a point. In this one, it's just like here's this, and then for some reason. Nazi Germany's trying to gas you, and Charlie Dickens is here. You know, not a fan. 5.
This was written by Mark Gatiss and it got 8.86 million views.
What was the rating?
Oh, what do you mean by that?
What rating did it get? Because usually episode gets a rating.
Well, the AI, because it's so look at ratings. I'm not.
Do they do it at a 5? Don't they? Shows get like a 5, or is it no? They get stars, don't they? Oh no, that's a film. Fuck, what do they do for shows?
Isn't it like a Rotten
score of 80? The episode received an AAI score of 80.
Oh, wait, what? 80 or 100?
I think it could be 80 out of 100.
I don't agree
80. I would put 50. No more than 50. Yeah. It's 50-50. Some bits are good, some bits shit.
Well, yeah. It's like what you do. It's hit or miss, really.
What are you guys giving that out of 10?
I might say 5.5.
5, yeah.
I think we're all in agreement there.
Yeah. Okay, next one. 5. Next one. We're getting into something semi-decent. Aliens of London. Sorry. Yeah. Aliens of London. What were you guys? So I'd say the start of it, an alien's crashing in the Thames. It's a bit interesting.
That one went into London Eye as well. How do you know Big Ben?
Yeah, he kind of crashed into. He did crash into Big Ben. Big Ben has been abused during Doctor Who. Like a lot.
It's been abused in real life. Like,
yeah, it's not okay. The next episode is better, but this one is a decent introduction. I'm giving this one a 7 overall. It's got build up. It's actually just build up, but it's still good.
Isn't that the one from Rexacoric Falapatorius?
Yeah, the Slovene, yes.
Yeah.
Rexacoric Falapatorius.
This got 7.63 million views.
And what did it get? What did it get out of 100?
82.
Fucking hell. I'll give this one a 7. I don't agree with the 80, but I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
It's alright.
I'm gonna go with a firm old.
I'm going firm hold, are you with us?
6.5. I'm gonna give it 6.5.
6.5, that's solid.
Why are you giving it? I think more of 5 because some of the graphics they used, like CGI, were a bit off.
Yeah, but this is 2001.
5.
Yeah, come on. Be fair with 2005 CGI, and it's BBC, don't forget, so they have a lot of money. So I give it high. The CGI for 2005 BBC, come on, that's good. Actually good.
It was good. But
I want it to cut now to the Lazarus Experiment.
Oh no! Fuck! No. We'll get to that.
Mark Gatiss becomes the human equivalent of a boner.
This is written by. Trying to find out Wikipedia. I'm looking at Wikipedia. This is written by Russell T Davies, by the way, and the one before was Mark Gatiss.
Gassy
bastard. We'll get. So what we all overall? I'm saying a 7.
I'm saying a 5.
Yeah.
So whoever's editing this, can you put on the bottom of the row
our ratings? Yeah. So this is a better episode. World War 3. The Slovene have is that the next one where all the Slovene have taken over the Downing Street? I like this one. I enjoyed this one because it kind of brings into the character that you see later. I forgot her name. The MP, and she becomes Prime Minister. Later on.
Oh, I know it. Hold on. It's Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones, yeah.
We know who you are.
Yeah, Mickey's in this one, isn't he? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and then the thing is that I know they're a calcium-based life form, and that's nerdy. Fucking hell. But their weakness is fucking vinegar. It's just fucking weird, man.
It's
vinegar.
They're calcium-based villains.
The Slovene are cool. They're just space mobsters. I like this more than Aliens in London. This is like the first episode I can actually sit down. I feel like I can watch this the whole way through and enjoy it. I'm giving this one a solid
8. I'm going with 8.
I'm giving it a 7.5. 7.5 for me.
I'm going with 8. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed fighting monsters.
The ratings were 7.98 million, and it got an AAI score of 81.
If we went in order, if we missed out Dalek.
No, that's next. No. That's just literally the next one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Don't forget,
I don't know why.
On my big screen right now, besides the one that he's streaming, on my screen I've got my TV and I've got the BBC iPlayer, and I'm literally just going through them in order.
Should we just go through every Doctor Who season up to Peter Capaldi? Because we're going through them quite quick. I think we can do it.
I just say, see how far we get in after Keita Capaldi, because some of these are going to be on a while, especially the David Tennant ones and the Matt Smith ones.
So Dalek is next one.
Yeah.
And that
Oh, beautiful
Dalek was
episode.
good.
Love it. Really
I
fucking
did
good.
like that, yes.
I'll tell you this now. This episode needs an explanation. Daleks are back. Last of its kind bullshit. You know, every Doctor Who fan falls for it. The Daleks like, I'm the last of my kind, and the next minute there's more fucking Daleks. Daleks are cool. Murder. For some, I love the whole of like the Dalek is like a simp for Rose. You know, good old Rule 34 is getting episodes of 9. Absolute 9. Loved it.
8.5 for me.
I'll give this a 9. This
I'll say
episode
9 as well. It was good. I'll say 9.
It was very good.
So
You'll see which ones I really like when I start giving like fucking legendary.
So the viewings were 8.64 million views and an AAI score of 84.
Fucking hell.
You should have got more than that, I think.
And more. Okay. We're on the next one
game.
now. The long game. One with Simon Pegg. I'll tell you this now. I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan. It just kind of the whole thing where you like the whole clicking fingers thing to open up your brain is kind of fucking weird, or is that just me?
Oh, it's Adam's in this one.
Yeah, like because the thing is, so in the thing, anyone can click the fingers and open up your brain hole. So can you imagine that? That is just like the whole thing. Why is this so? That thing's stuck on the ceiling, right? And it's like a giant floating testicle thing.
It looks like cancer. It literally looks like a living tumor.
How the fuck can like a big ceiling flopping penis thing control a TARDIS? How the fuck does that? How's that thing? Like, I know the TARDIS is big, but how that thing doesn't have any legs? It's just a mouth.
It's got it grows gooey penises to flick the switches.
I don't know, but I wasn't a fan. Like the whole Simon Pegg's in it, so I like Simon Pegg, and I say this episode wasn't that good, really.
I'd more say a 5 or a 6.
I'll give this one I'll give this a 4 because it's got Simon Pegg in it.
5, 6.
Simon Pegg could peg me anytime. 4.5.
So it's got 8.01 million views and an AAI score of 81.
81 for high for this. I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah.
Next episode is Father's Day.
Okay, I'll tell you now. The villains are just weird. I do not like the villains in this.
What was the villains anyway?
They're time acolytes. So like when a fixed event.
What's their name?
No,
it's not the Ravenous, is it?
So when a fixed point in time is broken, they come to fix it. But why? So this is the thing. They're a one-time villain, but the problem is I have with them as well as the villain is why the fuck when River Song changed the fixed point, they didn't show up then.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes no sense. This episode doesn't technically exist, but the Doctor kind of just dies really stupidly. He just kind of gets eaten. He pushes Rose like 2 inches and just gets swallowed up.
Oh, that's why he had to regenerate into 10 inches. So he gets.
No, it wasn't. This was episode
8.
No, I know. Yeah, no, I said this is. Never mind.
A good episode. The next episode is a good episode.
But it's bad.
Yeah, but we're on Father's Day. I like the whole thing of Rose meeting a dad and realizing he has to die, kind of thing. Yeah. But that's the only real plot line in it, and
it's done better in Sarah Jane Adventures.
So it's a weird thing as well. This whole time thing, you can't see yourself, your past self, but the Doctor does it all the fucking time, and loads of other people do as well.
Yeah.
So this episode just makes the plot is good, but it makes no fucking sense. The whole concept of time in this.
5 Doctors were before this. So were the 2 Doctors and the 3 Doctors.
Yeah. So I don't know how so Mickey's seen himself how many fucking times. Rose it's just fucking. If you think about it statistically, it's everywhere. I'm giving this one a 5.
6.
It's better than long. It's better than a long game, but it just feels like the plot is good. That's why it's got a 5. But if the plot wasn't good, I wouldn't even give this one I'll give it a 3 if it didn't have a good plot.
I'm going to give it a 6.
So,
what did this one get?
This got 8.06 million views and a AAI score of 83.
Fuck yeah. Now, here's a good one I like. The Empty Child.
Yes. This is Jack
This is good.
Are you my mummy?
Debut.
Yeah.
Hey, Donkey, you my daddy.
Yeah. So this is actually the original. I'll tell you this now. So both of these episodes So do we? Should we? So it's the thing we should add to the video. Should we? So part 1 to 3 episodes. Should we combine them? Actually, no. We'll do them separately. Sounds
Let's
better.
do it one story because it's one
Yeah.
story really.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the empty child, the introduction. Okay, I love the creepiness. I love the whole thing. I love the transformation of the Doctor. Not the Doctor Who. Doctor, the actual Doctor is sitting there and is like, you can't remove the gas mask, and he turns into one himself. I like that. It's
Sorry, speak.
It's like the first Who horror episode, and
Yeah.
it does it really fucking well.
But am I the one who doesn't look at gas masks the same now since this episode?
Yeah.
I don't look
Mhm.
at gas masks the same.
I can't wear them.
Yeah, but I'll tell you now, I'll give this. Okay, it's not as good as Dalek because there is some bits that are a bit fucky and not really. I give this one an 8.5, man. I'm going for it. 8.5.
7, 8, yeah. I'd say 8.
8.5, man. This
What
one's
do you
still
think,
good.
I'd have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with a 8.5 as well. I think.
So it's
Yeah,
got
so
7.11 million views and a score of 84.
fucking hell. The thing is that some of us are not. Some of these episodes we've had a complete disagreement, especially Father's Day. But that's the thing I said about Father's Day. It's just everywhere, and stuff doesn't make sense. That's the problem.
So, what was the next episode? Was it Boomtown?
No, the next one is the Doctor Dances. So this is my problem with this episode. The introduction is good, but the finale is a bit meh. He just kind of like, for some reason, the girl is his mum, even though she's like an alien or something. But like, the horror aspect is still there. It's still a decent episode. You can watch it. It's just like this is a problem with, I feel like, some of Eccleston's episodes. The finale, some of his episodes are kind of not good.
That's the last episode, and it's fucking sick.
Yeah, let's get to that soon. So the Doctor Dances, it's still a good episode. I'm giving it a 7.
I'd more say a 6 because it wasn't as good as the episode before, but it still stands up as a good episode.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good Who horror. It's good to start the horror aspect, but not everything's like, oh my god, the Doctor's gonna go teabag some Daleks. He's literally like proper. He can't do anything about it.
I'm gonna give it 2 Alzheimer patients out of 3.
Okay,
that's pretty good. So what did this get? Go on, views and rating. Fire us away.
6.86 million views and an AAI score of 85.
Dude, fair enough. The British public back then, this is comparing it to now.
Bearing in mind, though, Doctor Who was a brand new thing at this time. We're only a few months in. Well,
Top Gear was still broadcasting, so you know.
Yeah. Welcome to Bottom Gear. Have you seen Bottom Gear?
No,
fucking
hell, you're missing out. It's incredible.
It's amazing. So, next we're going to Boomtown. Now, I love the Sylvine coming back. But is it a good episode? No, I don't think it's a good episode. It's just like she somehow survived, but I don't think. Does she die in this? The woman who's disguised as the Prime Minister.
I think she does.
No. She doesn't die.
End.
She lives, doesn't she?
I swear she lives, doesn't she? Right?
Yeah, she gets teleported back to her home. But if you think about it, it's like, oh my god, woman is alien. Oh my god, alien bad. And then the Doctor's like, she tries to teleport away and turns her back. But the whole thing that Torturer gets built there is kind of cool in Wales. And then the whole thing with Bad Wolf Bay kind of just set up for the next episode, like Bad Wolf.
Bad though, is that the Welsh shit there?
Yeah, goddamn sheep shaggers.
I'll say 4. I'll give it a 4 or 5, being generous.
I'll give it it sets up the next episode. I feel like it's the only reason it's there is actually just set up the next episode.
Yeah,
literally 5 for me.
That's what I'm saying. 4 or 5, being generous.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it a 2 Stephen Hawkings out of 5.
Fair enough.
So 7.68 million and a score of 82.
Fuck it. These are quite high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is even the
It's what so back in the day when people watched TV, they would sit a big group of people in separate rooms, and they would all give them a tablet, and they would click on a number, and then it all average out together.
So it's out of 100.
Yeah.
Well.
So next one, let's get to some juicy ones, boys. Bad Wolf. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Is it me? I wouldn't mind being on the what's the game show called?
Weakest Link.
The Weakest Link. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that. You know, that show was banging. I'd tell you that it was good. Big Brother's also quite good. There's how many games are there? Imagine Total Wipeout, but you get lasered if you fail.
Was John Barrowman in this one? Yeah, he was.
Yeah, this one's. Don't forget Captain Jackson. This one as well.
That's what I'm saying, John Barrowman.
Yeah.
And then he showed him all his penis.
Yeah. He got naked, and you got to see his ass in the mirror, which is quite nice.
Yeah, and he's like, you don't know what you don't want to know.
This episode, I'm giving it. Okay, I'll tell you this now. This episode's a 9 because of Captain Jack's ass. It's quite nice.
You
do it a 9.
I'd give an 8. I say 8.
I'm giving it an 82 out of 1 because of Jack Barrowman's ass.
So this episode received a rating of 6.81 million views, which is the lowest of the series.
Okay, no.
And the AI score was 86.
Okay, no.
So
which one's the highest out of all of them?
Sure.
Which one was the highest? No, Dalek was 88, wasn't it? Dalek was.
I'll have a look at this series right now.
It's got to be the last episode, I think.
I think it's going to be Parting Ways or Christmas Invasion would be probably the highest in my opinion.
Parting Ways was 89, but we'll get on to that.
Yes, so we might as well get onto that now. Parting of Ways. What a fucking good episode, man. Yeah, Daleks are in.
Mutation, baby.
It was nice. I did like it. I did.
The whole Bad Wolf, that Rose is the Bad Wolf kind of thing. And she cracked open the TARDIS like it was an egg, and it was like really easy. But I think is it just me, or was it me as a kid watching this, and even watching it as an adult? Watching Christopher Eccleston kiss Billie Piper was really weird to me.
Yeah.
I always see David Tennant and her fucking.
Yeah, but Tennant and Rose was that thing where everyone loved that with Doctor Who.
I'd watch Matt Smith and her shag, I think.
I don't think anyone will watch Matt Smith. He's in Morbius.
Yeah, it's Morbin time. It's Morbin time.
Yeah, literally, the Parting of Ways is really good, man. Just the whole Daleks are here. There's a whole fleet. They've been farming humans. Even though like the Dalek code says purity and shit, but it's plot and Daleks are in it. The whole thing where the Doctor has to try to sacrifice half the Earth, and they all kill the Daleks. Yeah. Even though sonic pulses like that can be managed by range, Well, I'll tell you now, the Emperor begging for it. It's really fucking. I'll give this one. This is my highest rated episode. It's not a 10. I'm still giving it a 9.4, 9.5,
7, 8.
You give it 7. I really loved this one. I loved it.
I'm giving it a 9.
I'll give it a 9 as well. Yeah.
So this got 6.91 million views, and like I've just said, it was 89. So it's the highest rating of the series. The lowest was Rose and The End of the World was 76. Yeah,
that's not a good start.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm more of a Moffat fan myself.
We're getting on to the whole stuff. Christmas Invasion. Yeah. Yes, it counts in. That's what it says on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah.
So David Tennant's in. He's wearing a nightgown, so that's hot.
So he was in bed half it.
He's got Satsuma.
Right? Yeah. So
I like it.
So the whole
this really cuts his hand off, where his hand gets cut off.
Yeah.
It was pretty tone, yeah.
So it kind of shows what it's a good. This is the thing. You think about this episode. The first half of it shouldn't exist. The whole part where Tennant finally wakes up out of his coma, which is quite different for a doctor, because most doctors think is that he did just absorb like the time vortex, so you can understand why he was in a coma.
Yeah, we can all understand.
But he sets up his character really fucking well. Is that just me? He sets him up really well. But it's like kind of whole thing. He's like a no mercy kind of doctor.
I give an 8 because the first bit was bad, but the second bit was just
I'll
great.
give it. I can rate this episode. It's just the first segment kind of makes no sense, so I'm giving it a 7.5.
I'm gonna give it a George two Georges out of J.J. Abrams.
You're literally giving the editors more time to like edit.
So this got 9.84 million views and 84 score.
This only got. That's fair. I agree with the
Yeah.
full rating.
Yeah.
It gives me Star Wars vibes at the end.
No, New Earth.
Oh, we're on series 2, bitches. Let's go. New
Yeah.
Earth. Oh, okay. I'll tell you now. I'm a fan of this episode. However,
New Earth. What happened in New Earth then?
so the cat ladies are cat ladies. You know,
Yeah.
every hentai guy's wet dream.
Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah.
Yes,
So
and then
funny.
and they've
It's
bred.
very
So humans do exist just across the stars, but then they've bred their own humans, and there's like billions of them. The plague carriers, the Kegel things, and everything. Like they're just. And then what happens is what's it? The big plastic face woman. What's her name from Crystal Eccleston? The one who has moisture.
The last human.
Moist. Yeah, she spits her soul into Rose. Then she makes out with David Tennant, which is quite nice.
Oh yes, I remember this. Is this?
Yeah, and then the face of Bo doesn't die in this one. That's like next series.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
So
I-
Whistleblower just brings a whole. It's a good second episode. It's like this is like his first proper episode. But this is like proper first Tennant. I'm like it's a good episode, but I'm giving this one a 7 as well.
Brandon.
I'm gonna give it. I like New Earth. I'm gonna have to say, for the rack itself, I'm gonna give it a 5.
8.62 million views and 85 score.
Fair enough. I can agree with that a bit.
Tooth and Claw. Next.
The CGI. Okay, I tell you now. Even though the CGI for the wolf was really fucking bad.
Why you roast? Bearing in mind, it's from 2006.
Yeah, but
Yes,
it makes him look like he's
Yeah, I
a
know.
brush.
Don't forget. Look at the CGI we had in fucking 2006. It was a lot better than that. Don't forget this.
Yeah.
Don't forget by the time we've had Attack of the Clones come out, and that CGI was really fucking good.
Yeah.
This is
And
written
don't
by
forget-
Russell T. Davis as well. So
The episode is good, like worshipping the werewolf. The werewolf is an alien.
the story behind it and what they're trying to do is good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not really the biggest fan. Kind of, people die needlessly. Kind of, people just sacrifice themselves for no reason, even though if they just went to the end straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
I'd
just
more
and
give
for some reason the Queen's diamond, Queen Victoria's diamond, and for some reason she banishes them because they saved her life. Also, makes no sense, but I still think there's some good elements. It's not a totally shit episode, but I don't say it was the best. I'll say it's 6. 6,
Yeah.
nothing higher than a 6.
I'm going for a 5 again. No, actually lower than that. I'm gonna go 4.5.
So
No.
9.24 million views and 83 score. Now the next one I really liked.
Fucking hell, School Reunion. Yes,
I
this
loved it.
is fucking good. Yeah.
That's Sarah Jane, right?
I don't
Sarah
like how she
Jane.
treats Sarah though.
Sarah Jane, Mickey, Rose,
She's a bit of a
the
dick.
three of them.
Oh, for some reason, all your
K9.
chips make you smart.
K9 Mark III. K9's back. Sarah Jane's back. Mickey's back. Rose.
K9's like killed himself like 6 times or something. He's like literally Marvel equivalent of a hero. He just kills himself and keeps coming back. Well, yeah, it's still a good episode. I like the villain. I love the what's it, Mr. Halcon, whatever his fucking name is, the head teacher. He's like, even though he's alien form. And by the way, this show, I'll tell you now. So the aliens, obviously, they're in human form, and the black teacher is also a black alien, and he's the only black one out of all of them. The white people are all white aliens.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, should I?
No, but YouTube. Yeah. But
So
I'm just here for fun, man. I'm just here to state the obvious.
I'd say 7, 8.
I'll give this one an 8. I enjoyed it. It
I
just
did.
feels it flows really well. Even the bad bits are still good. Because
It's got Sarah. It's got Sarah Jane and
7.
K9.
I'm giving it 7 out of 10.
even though it's not Sarah Jane's Doctor, she really flows well.
With
With
David
Tennant.
Tennant.
Sarah Jane with
It's
Tennant.
just saying, it's like 12 for us.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like, I'm trying
tired.
my best not to fall asleep, but
Should we
David
just
Tennant's
do-
keeping
I
me
am
awake.
too. I'm so tired.
Should we just do season 1 and 2 and then come back tomorrow then and do the rest?
Yeah, I'll finish the series.
That's what I mean. do
maybe
season
finish
1 and
David
2.
Tennant.
Okay,
off.
10 inches, yeah. So,
10.5. That means we have to go to fucking series 4, man. I could
Yeah,
do
but,
series 2.
And then next we can do Matt Smith and Pete Capaldi, and then
yeah.
no
Okay,
other doctors after
yeah,
that existed.
No other, yeah. So that got 8.31 million views and the score of 85. 85 I do agree with.
I'm happy with 85.
Yeah. The Girl in the Fireplace is next.
Okay, I'll tell you this now. The parts where Madame
happens-
Pompadour was in it was the good bits. Everything else is kind of just...
Oh, them! Yes, I remember what happened.
Yeah, like, it's just... The plot, if the plot, for some reason, because they're the robots have to fix the ship with whatever parts are available, and what the humans that were left on the ship were the classed as the parts. And you think about it, that's good and bad, but like, why are they like physically? I'll tell you now, it's pretty much they're stalking Madame Pomp. Why is her brain like? Wouldn't you want a more advanced brain? Like, if they could literally make a mirror to time, why would they
I'd
pick
give it
some
a
random
5.
woman from like? It's just.
I'd pick Einstein. That's
Like,
the
yeah,
equivalent
Einstein.
of intelligence in the
I'll give this
human
one a
race.
5. I'm not a big fan of this episode. 5.
That's what I'm saying, a 5. So 7.9 million views. And
I'll give it
85.
a. I'll give it.
2
I'll-
nominations or 3.
I'll give it an. I'm gonna give it a set 8.
So Rise of the Cybermen, I actually like this one. I know you may
Oh, I
disagree,
love
Yes, good.
but I like this.
Good.
I liked it.
I like this. This is my favorite version of the Cybermen.
I like the wooden ones from Matt Smith's era.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
well, those
all
only
we
showed
both
up
know you love
once.
wood.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. I like them.
Yeah, but it's just like these versions of Cybermen. What's the company called? Because it's a company who like makes them.
What?
There's a, so the person who makes the Cybermen is a company. That's what the thing is on their chest.
Cybus Industries.
Yeah, Cybers Industries. And I like even the Jodie Whittaker thing, because Cybermen was like not as the Siberian, but it was like people saying we should live as metal men to live longer. No, the Siberian was great, but I hated that. But this is why I prefer these these Cybermen make sense the most.
They fly. They fly around, don't they?
Not. I don't think these ones can.
I know some can, don't they?
They can, but that's in the Doctor Falls, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which one, but I can remember there is one where.
To be fair, though,
fly around.
also the Mondasian ones fly as well, and that you're like, what the fuck? That doesn't.
I would give this a solid 8.
I give this one a 7. This is whether they get the Age of Steel is the better one. That's which is the next one. I'm giving this one a 7. And then if we're going straight onto Age of Steel,
I'm giving it a 6.
it's really good that if we get later on in the Cybermen just literally instead of the Cybermen kidnap people, they literally made people into robotic slaves, and then I like the idea of the like they've got to think of a better engineering, so the emotion inhibitor, you know.
So
because that thing's really hackable for no reason at all.
So Rise of the Cybermen got 9.22 million views.
Fucking hell, that's like the highest one so far, isn't it?
It's the highest of the series. But I actually count the Christmas Invasion. But Rise of the Cybermen got 9.22 million views and an 86 score. And that is the second highest.
Okay, Age of Steel is just
It's not as good.
It's good. I think it's still good, but not as good as far as the
That's what I'm
Cybermen.
saying. That's not
Yeah,
as good.
Rise of the Cybermen isn't easy. Like we didn't even have to discuss it. I'm going immediately to an 8.
Rise of Cybermen and then Age of Steel is a 7. It's just Age of Steel. It's just without the build up.
I say as a story on a whole, 7.5. Do you know? Because that's a one story, right?
Yeah, I'd say overall, part 1, part 2 together is a solid 7.5.
Yeah. And then Age of Steel got 7.63 million and score of 86 again. Then there's
Yeah, the
what's the
Idiot's Lantern next is the next one.
I can't remember what happened in that.
So it's an alien trapped in the TV and it sucks people's faces.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
I remember.
yeah,
They'd
yeah.
done that in the
So-
Queen's coronation, right?
Yes,
A
so
lot of
I'll tell you now, I hate this episode. I really do. This is the first episode of Doctor Who I can say I generally do
Is
not
that where
want to
she's
watch it
like,
again.
feed me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like she's
feed me.
like, let me suck you through the
Feed me,
TV.
Seymour. Feed me.
I
Yeah.
need feeding, yeah. No, I remember that.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 6.
I do not like it. I give this one a fucking 3. It just the whole thing that like
I like
why
it.
do so it's a weird thing. The guy could literally do you know how to defeat her? All you have to do was smash the original TV, and the guy and she wouldn't even notice. That's the problem. Is the guy literally did it on his own free? Like you can class he was scared, but he could literally just kill her the entire time. That's why I hate this episode, Joe. Like, the doctor or Rose could say, "Oh, let's just smash the TV," and she may be in every TV screen, but instead of like. That guy climbed she transferred herself into that little radio box to go up to the top. Why didn't that guy go think, let's just chuck this in the river and just do with my day?
How about the scene where it says, "I'm not listening"? I like that.
Yeah, that was funny. That's
what
the
I'm
only
saying.
good scene.
That's what I'm saying, 7. I think 6 or 7.
I'm giving this one a 4.
5.
It's only because you reminded me of that scene. I do not like this episode whatsoever.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
So 6.76 million and 84.
84, that's fucking generous for this episode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Now, we're getting into the juice, baby. The Impossible Planet. Love it. Fucking love it, man.
Oh, it's Slovene. Is it not Slovene? The Ood.
No, the Ood gets introduced, and then the demon, the actual fucking Lucifer.
Yes, I remember that.
It's really. I'll tell you now. I love that. This is another Who episode with a fear factor. You can kind of say we're the Age of Steel, but this is like proper fear
Proper horror,
factor.
yeah.
When I watched this as a kid, I was shit scared of the Ood when they got fucking turned. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I both of these episodes together with Satan Pit, but we'll get onto that separately. Impossible Planet is beautiful build up for the next episode.
7.5.
Yeah.
I'm giving this one a fucking 8, boys, an 8.
I agree. 8 as well. I believe in her.
So that got 6.32 million views and 85.
Fair, I can agree with that. Okay, next Satan Pit. Satan Pit 9, solid 9. This
9,
episode's
yeah,
really
9.
fucking
Yeah,
good.
I believe in her. And then I love when when he falls back and then the TARDIS is, and he lands on the TARDIS. It like wouldn't happen, but I love that scene.
Yeah.
love
The poor
Tatum's
Ood
face.
though. The poor Ood. So obviously, I love the whole I love that scene where they're in the vents and Toby's about to kill by the Ood and the demon inside him goes shush. Like oh, it's really good. It's really good.
You
So
really like
obviously,
You like this episode?
I really fucking do. It's like
It
one of
got
my favorites.
6.08 million views. That's the worst of the series.
It's a really good episode though. Like I feel bad for the Ood because they just get the doctor's like I can only save one, and he just fucks off the Ood and just saves this woman. Poor Ood.
They got a score of 86.
Look, I think I've got more. I really like the Satan Pit. Like, there's a thing as well. I never knew. So when the doctor went down the elevator shaft with that extra woman, I always thought the other woman died. So I rewatched it.
The next episode was just bad.
Oh, Love and Monsters. Oh, the 2 shit episodes back to back. Oh my god.
The only thing what made this somewhat good was Peter Kay was in it.
Only thing I've got nothing. I think the problem is I have not rewatched this episode, and I don't want to rewatch because I remember how shit it was. That's the thing with me, Doctor. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who in total, but I can remember at least a good segment from each episode, or at least episodes that I really like. This one I cannot remember fuck all about. That's the problem. When I just regret an episode, I'm not even giving this one a rating. It's a 0. I really hated this shit. Like I'll give it a 1 since Peter Kay, isn't it?
1 because 1.5 being very generous here.
Yeah.
So
This one probably. What did that get?
6.66 million views, so 666.
I'm gonna give it I'm the definite article out of 5.
So the 666 viewers right after the Satan Pit episode.
Yeah, and 76 score, which
Oh,
is
no.
generous. 76
Very
is generous.
And then we Fear Her. Oh, this episode is like. Okay, I know this episode was done for charity. Okay, this is the problem with badly rating this episode. This episode was made for charity, so this is a charity episode.
Bad one.
So there's a woman. So there's not a woman. There's a girl, and there's an alien inside her mouth. And whenever she draws someone, they disappear into the thingy.
Honestly, I can't remember this episode.
And so what happens is the doctor goes, and the girl. There's an alien inside the girl, and if she draws something, it disappears. And what happens is, so obviously, she plans. So she hates the Earth, so she plans to draw the Earth on the wall. And the doctor stops her and says, "I can bring you." So her ship is for some reason like an M&M. I'm literally being serious, like an M&M.
I'm not gonna say a score, but
yeah, literally. So by the way, this is the one with the goblet. What's the thing called? The Olympic flame. And then the doctor puts the ship in the Olympic flame, and then the ship takes off. It's kind of like, even though I'll give it a higher score than it should because it's a charity episode made for charity written by a child. I'll give this like a 4. But overall, if you're thinking if it's someone like it's obviously made made by a child, but 4, I'm not a fan at all.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I hate children.
You're a child yourself, aren't you?
That doesn't count.
I think put my score as N/A. You know
because you just okay. Next one is Amigos. Now, hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh yeah, so the views for that, the Fear and Her was 7.14 and 83 score, which is generous.
So you ready for the Fear Amigos now? This episode is not good.
Army of Ghost.
Yeah, so listen. This episode is not good because the episode they're in Torchwood, and for some reason the Torchwood, even though how much doctors help Torchwood and Unit, there's some reason hate the Doctor for some reason because the Doctor's not good enough. And then obviously the episode, I like that the Cybermen are the ghost, but the big reveal at the end is the only thing that really carries the episode. If you think about it, to see the Cybermen take over the Earth, like that, obviously, and then
can I be honest? I can't remember this episode either.
So literally, so he lands at Torchwood in like the real Torchwood, not parallel Torchwood with thingy, and then there's ghosts everywhere, and there's Rose Tyler's dad's a ghost, but it's actually a Cyberman, and then what happens is the Cybermen have jumped through the rift, from the other universe where they was all stuck in that factory. They jumped over. They took over this Earth because they jumped through the void. They followed the Dalek ship, the void ship. And then and then the Doctor goes to the void ship, sees that it's like scans it, doesn't realize it's a Dalek ship. Even though
in this one.
What?
Barbara Windsor.
Think so.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the cast on Wikipedia.
Yeah, so the Army of Ghosts, it is not a bad episode. I would say it's a build-up episode. It's actually just meant to build up. I'm still giving this one a 6. I love the big reveal at the end that the Daleks are back.
Just put mine as N/A.
Oh, come on, you come on. You can give this one a rating after me explaining it.
I would more give it a 6 from the sound.
A 6. Yeah, it's. I think it's just practically a build-up episode, honestly.
So that got a 8.19 and score of 86. So, Doomsday, sorry.
Doomsday, this.
I remember this. I do remember this.
So,
I remember the quote scene with the Cybermen.
So, the big thing is, I love the Cybermen fighting the Daleks. Or was that just me?
I did like it.
So, there's another thing as well. This is my problem with the Daleks and the Doctor. Is... literally, how many opportunities the Daleks had where they could literally just go, bang, we can kill the Doctor right now, and they just chose not to. I know it's out of fear of the Doctor because he has like a plan, but half the time the Doctor just like wings it. But that annoys me. That's a separate issue. But this episode is really good. The whole, literally, it's weird that the Doctor aligned himself with the Cybermen. It's actually
Is this the first one to happen tape?
What?
Is this the first one, Catherine Tate in it?
No, this is the one where Rose Tyler gets sucked to the parallel dimension.
Oh, where the doctor says bye to Rose?
No, yeah, no, the bride. What is it called?
The
The
Runaway Bride's literally the next one.
yeah.
Yeah, so
that's,
this is
called the
Doomsday.
Dollar.
So in Doomsday, I love the whole Genesis arc thing, like the prison for the Daleks
it's
bigger
like
than
a
inside.
Time Lord, and then you've got a time lord like.
So
No, I
why is
remember.
so here's the thing as well.
I
Why does
remember
Time
happening.
Lord? So why does Time Lord technology have Dalek sensors on it? Well done, Time Lords.
It's because they modified it. I'm pretty sure because the Daleks also have. To think they also have TARDIS, like a time travel technology, don't they?
Yeah, they have the emergency temporal shift.
They've
Like,
also
just-
gotten hold of a TARDIS before. I'm pretty sure. So, what I'd imagine they did is they stole an empty Ark, then filled it with Daleks and did a little redesign.
Yeah,
just to
but
make it snazzy.
think is the Doctor teaming up with the Cybermen just shows as well. It's a good symbol. The hand which he would rather align with someone evil to beat the Daleks.
It's like the you telling me it's some kind of Suicide Squad?
Yeah, but I give it this one. This episode is solid. The whole where Rose can't come back. Yeah,
So I would say more of a
Ooh.
7-8.
I'll give this one a solid 8. I'm still going for it. I'll give it instead of a 9. I'm giving this to 8 because there's a. Also, the guns look really okay. I know they didn't have a lot to go with, but remember that gun they have that Mickey pulls from under the desk? How the hell did that guy
Yes,
not
I like
notice? How did he not notice? Oh my god, there's a literal gun under the desk.
He
He never
was just
dropped his
happy to
pen.
see him. That was the
Yeah, okay,
issue.
this is the last episode we're doing before I'm going to bed because I'm falling asleep here.
So that got 8.22 million views and a score of 89.
We've done 3 seasons, I think, so we can do like a
No,
Doctor each.
We've done 2 series.
2.
Only
Give up.
Jesus Christ.
We have more time tomorrow, so.
So
Yeah.
that about does it for part 1 then.
No, we've got Runaway Bride to do.
Yeah, we're gonna do Runaway Bride.
That still counts into series 2, so no. Runaway Bride.
Actually, Wikipedia states this is season 3.
Yeah, well, on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah,
it counts.
Wikipedia can shove it.
BBC iPlayer is the true thing.
Okay then. Right, Runaway Bride. That was Catherine Tate's first appearance when she was gonna get
Rachnos.
married, right?
Christmas,
Yes.
Spider, Meaty, kills children in a well, David Tennant,
I like
genocide. Fuck yeah. 9
That's
out
a
of
thing
10.
as well, like, the Time Lords were kind of just dicks. The Time Lords, so the Daleks, fair enough. The Rachnos, what the fuck did the Rachnos do? The Rachnos just did what they did natural. Like,
By the
literally,
way, I think this, right. I think the one of the most epic scenes in Doctor Who ever is the TARDIS chase scene with the
to
fucking
the
car.
taxi.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
yeah.
so cool, isn't
That
it?
I liked because I think that's the most iconic one of the Runaway Bride. When you think of just Catherine Tate in general, you think of
Catherine
her,
Tate is just amazing as an
She's
actor.
great.
Well,
I
she was
love
in
her.
The Office, wasn't she? The American Office, last 2
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, but this as well. Can we commend her acting skills and movement skills? She's in a motherfucking wedding dress the entire time.
Yes,
Yeah.
That is some good skill.
that's what makes it good as well because she's acting like you normally would, but in a dress and a wedding dress of all things.
Yes. And
She
then
doesn't once get it dirty.
weird twist, the husband falls in love with the Rachnos Queen in this, doesn't he?
He already was in love with them. That was a plan. He gave her like a coffee or something that had the juice, and if he fed it to her constantly, she could then be teleported. But she got like stolen or something.
Yeah, the TARDIS picked her up because you know.
Yeah,
TARDIS.
I'd give it an 8. Give it 8 out of 10.
Thing is, Tennant overall, since we're obviously pausing here, I still say David Tennant's TARDIS is my favorite TARDIS.
What, the interior?
Yeah.
My
If
favorite
you-
interior is Matt Smith's first one.
I would I don't know. I would say Capaldi's one.
Favorite exterior, go.
Exterior, fucking hell, definitely. It'd be Capaldi's, yeah.
1980s. Exterior.
I would say the first one exterior because it was taller. Do you know, it had like it'd go up, more
Hartnell's.
blocky. Hartnell's on.
Yeah.
Then John
Yeah, so-
Pertwee's was flatter, and so was Tom Baker's flatter.
So what we rating this episode of Runaway Bride?
I think
9.
8,
An
9.
8.
Yeah.
I'll give this one an 8.
I'm voting the 9 because I'm a sucker for Catherine Tate. I love Donna. She's my
I know,
favorite.
everyone.
Well, she's
yeah.
my favorite new Who companion. My favorite classic Who companion is Jamie.
Have you
What, Jamie
seen the
Pickens?
new Let me send you something, Ink, on Discord quickly.
What's
I know.
that?
I got it. So after this, I'll send you something on Discord. There's an audio book, and the other new audio books for Doctor Who. David Tennant's been doing them, and there's a clip of David Tennant just straight up like moaning.
Oh, that's great. Have you seen Big Finish out of context? That's great.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I love to watch this.
This episode got 9.35
Fuck.
million
Oh,
views.
that's like the highest so far, isn't it?
It's the highest, yes, and it got 84 score. So not
84.
Yeah, not that good.
Only 84. Like
Yeah, compared
the
to the
same.
series.
The Idiot's Lantern got higher than that, and that episode ain't that good. And
Idiot's-
the Girl in the
Actually,
Fireplace
no,
got higher.
Idiot's Lantern's the same.
Isn't the next episode like Doctor and Jones or something, or Doctor?
Yes, the one with the Jadoons introduced.
Is that the one where he's John Smith?
Yes.
In school?
No, that's
No,
this is where John Smith where he's in the hospital, and the hospital
Yeah.
goes to the moon.
Yeah, and he has bare feet on the moon.
I can't remember this one.
He's like, so Martha's working in the hospital, and he kisses Martha so the Jadoon sends the alien DNA, and he makes sure the alien sucks his blood so they know she's an alien.
Have you guys seen Doctor Who poorly animated?
No.
Oh no, don't start that crap now.
It's great. It's just you've reminded me of the scene where he goes with the straw and it talks about sucking the Doctor off.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. I'm gonna suck you with my straw.
Yeah.
It's just Oh god. So we can get to that episode tomorrow, another day, to finish this off.
Yeah. Right. So is that it for part 1 then?
Part 1,
I think
yeah.
so, yeah.
Well, see our review on season 1 and 2. We've done good. We
Yeah,
could
we
even
did.
do 2.
Yeah.
We could do two series an episode.
This is not a kind of video I'd upload to my channel, but I don't want to be included. I'm more of a gaming person than a review person. I don't really do reactions reviews, but you can feel free to tag me in the video.
Well, I'll upload it to my channel and then I'll label it as what should I call it? Doctor Who group or something. What do you think?
The Who
you want
critics.
the Who critics, yeah. You got a donkey in there for the views.
Yeah.
Just because donkeys are awesome, you see.
Put a
Anyway.
donkey in the right and then like a child screaming on fire in the left.
Anyway, do you want to say anything for the video?
Hail Hydra.
N-word.
Just get us cancelled already.
Anyway, bye.